Yeah, I'm alright. What's that in the background? Oh no. Oh, it's that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. What's up?
All is well.
All is
All is
good.
well. We're still in COVID since the last chat we had.
Yeah.
You know, everything's still behind closed doors. You had your fight
Uh-huh.
ticking along. You got rid of them pretty quickly.
Yeah, it seems so long ago now, July.
Mm. Mm.
But yeah, that was a brief fight. Was it round four? I can't remember now.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
it's good to get back out there again and show the people what I'm made of.
absolutely, absolutely. How about your the fights with Daniel going ahead behind closed doors? Are you fine about that?
It's not the best thing in the world. The best ideal scenario was the way it was going in April 11th, my training camp in Vegas, da da da. Sold out O2 crowd, pay per view, but now it's behind closed doors without a pay per view. But a lot of people will be able to watch it, so that's good. And it's also progressing my career because once I beat the bar, then I could get a shot at the title
Exactly,
against
exactly.
Chisora or Usyk, possibly.
Yeah, and as you said, I think you said when we spoke last, like it's not like the clock's ticking, but you don't want to waste time. That's why you took this
Yeah,
fight because you knew it would project you in a lot of ways. You know, a victory in this fight.
yeah, definitely the clock's ticking. I'm 35, but I feel pretty young 35, and considering I started boxing at 22, that the bar is now. I haven't been too long in the sport, so I'm pretty fresh.
What did you not know now then that you know now?
Then you,
When you were 22 and you started, what did you not know that you do know now?
mate, I was 22. I think I was still in uni. Wait, 20? Yeah, because I was yeah, I was probably out in America doing like cheerleading and stuff, and like art, doing my final year art. I think.
Mm,
No, actually, I would have been 23. But yeah, I barely started boxing. I think I started Elsfield over the summer,
yeah.
and just because I growing up, I did a lot of martial arts. I did karate, kickboxing, kung fu, capoeira, and I felt that I wanted to do something that's like more like a bread and butter art form. So I tried out Elsfield because I knew it was like one of the local boxing gyms nearby. So but then I really like fell in love with it, and I felt that I could like progress in my career like that. So, but I mean, I'd only just started it then at 22, but it takes 10 years to reach sporting excellence. So I've managed to, over the years on GB, get a lot of fights and get a lot of experience in with the WSB as well. And I'm more than 10 years in now. So this is the time where I'm ready to challenge for a world title and to get in these big fights.
Do you think that we've seen during lockdown some big fights, the fighters affected by the fact that they aren't in front of a big crowd? I'm thinking Vasyl Lomachenko against Lopez, Teofimo
Yeah,
Lopez a couple of weeks ago. Like, if the crowd had been there, it might have urged him on a little bit more, a little bit earlier in the fight. Because I think we all accept that he didn't really get going till the halfway through the seventh round. You know?
yeah, maybe that had an effect on him, and being in lockdown and not really being able to move about freely. And but I respect to Teofimo Lopez, like his dad has always said he's the best, and he really proved it, beating pound for pound best in Lomachenko. I was
Yeah.
quite surprised, but I thought that if anyone's to do it, he had the potential to do it. But I thought that Lomachenko, like knowing how he boxes, will he takes a while to warm up. Will work out his opponent, because once he works out his opponent, that's it. Then he starts like putting them together, and just like he knows exactly
Mm.
how to work them after that. But I think Teofimo Lopez kept him at bay, and he's was better on the night and was victorious, and it was a great fight. And he moves on with all them belts and stuff. So,
would you like to see a second fight though between them? Because it would be kind of very interesting. We know that Lomachenko is a naturally smaller man. That Teofimo Lopez is a real bull, and the bull worked for him in that fight. And also, he had the right game plan. He clearly had the right game plan, and he hurt Lomachenko early, and he couldn't get the matrix moving, could he? But would a second fight fascinate you?
I don't know. I think because aren't they going to like change weight divisions and stuff like that? So, I mean, I guess it's out there. It's out there if they want it. But I don't know who's he got next then? Who would
he could
have next?
He could fight the winner of Devin Haney and Yuriorkis Gamboa. He could fight the winner of Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia, for example. There's loads of great. It's a sexy division, lightweight.
Yeah,
a really good division now.
I'd probably like to see like more of them kind of fights.
Yeah. Against the guys with the flashing fists who are going to come and meet him in the middle. Yeah.
But then like Lomachenko's still there, so he can come back at any time with any of these up. So, but I mean, yeah, it's up to. Have they got like a? Depends what the contract's like. If they've got a rematch.
There's no rematch. There wasn't. No. Aram has said there's no rematch. So let's talk about going up in weight. What do you make of this weekend and Alexander Usyk against Derek Chisora? How do you see it?
Yeah, it's an interesting fight. I'm definitely going to be tuning in, and I think Chisora is like a warhorse. He's going to be coming forward and he's going to be putting pressure on him and trying to knock him out. But I think Usyk, when his footwork and his skills, is going to be moving around, moving his head, getting away and frustrating Chisora. But being heavyweight boxing, it only takes one punch. So if Chisora can manage to, bring a salvo and like get him in trouble, then he has a potential to end it there. But I think probably Usyk, round 11 will just be frustrating him and, just keep on tagging him and moving and being on, just, I think, outclassing him. And, I think maybe he has, because he slowed down and he's built his strength a bit more. So maybe he might be able to knock Chisora out or like, frustrate him to a point where he kind of like, I don't know.
Gets a late stoppage. No, I'm picking a late
stoppage, like round 11.
Yeah, I see a late stoppage. 9, 10, 11, 12. Usyk putting the pressure on, Derek being very frustrated. And he's in the shape of his life as well. That's what's fascinating, Derek, he's 35, but he's in fantastic shape,
Yeah, so he'd have been doing all the VersaClimber with Rubin and and the whole like routine and diet and stuff plan with David. Like the
David's his best mate now. It's so fascinating, isn't
it? It's funny, isn't it? Like,
I mean, I was there when they brawled in the press conference in Munich in 2012.
Yeah, like,
absolutely.
Like glasses, and bottles, and
everything.
Tables and tripods and whatever else. And now they're all chummy or whatever.
Yeah. Do you think you and Daniel Dubois will ever be mates? Certainly not at the moment, are you?
Yeah, not at the moment. We need to, like, after I beat him, then I'll be his mate, yeah? A bit like that.
Talk to me about that a little bit then. You've had to kind of have him in your mind. I mean, I spoke to him yesterday.
Yeah.
He said, I've been thinking about Joe for so long that I just want to have the fight now. I've been thinking about him and then it's rearranged and rescheduled. And I said, remember that BT Tower press conference we were all at, and there was a bit of argy-bargy. That seems such a long time ago.
I know, yeah. Last year.
It was last year.
Feels like it, yeah. And it's finally happening.
Yeah.
November 28th. And, on the same night, then there's that Mike Tyson and...
Roy Jones Jr. Pick the winner in that one then before we talk about Daniel.
Just from like watching the training footage, I'm saying Mike Tyson because he looks serious and savage.
Yeah.
But Roy Jones Jr., you can never write him off, man, because especially remember him in his prime, mate. It's
Pound for
unbelievable.
pound, number one. He found chinks in the door where he could just put his fist through a tiny little hole and boom, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah. And they're quite similar weights and sizes and stuff. That'll be interesting.
I don't know about that.
I think.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
I think if Roy gets past the first couple of rounds, I think he's got it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my theory.
We shall see.
You're going Mike Tyson by knockout. Then, if it's a Mike Tyson knockout, it's going to be vicious.
Mate, know it.
So
rather him than me, anyway.
Yeah. So finally, onto the your fight with Daniel. I say November 28th. You've thought about him a long time. He's thought about you. It's finally on. Bell rings? What happens?
Well, I haven't been thinking about him like that. Like maybe he's thinking about me. No, I'm joking. So what was the question?
Bell rings. What happens?
So we both like start with a jab and see. I don't know. Dubois might just come and swinging at me. Swinging for the rafters. I don't know. We both come from amateur boxing, so we'll see how it starts. He'll probably be a bit nervous because it's the biggest fight to date. We'll see, but I think, yeah, it's definitely going to be some exchanges going for all fight, and yeah, I'm just gonna try not to get tagged by any of them big shots and just go to work. Really, do what I do best. And it might be a bit of a toe-to-toe, tash-to-tash in there.
Do you think he hasn't really been tested yet, and you're the first person to really be going in there to test him?
Yeah, I think if like looking at his fights. So I was looking at his fights in the Hotel Salas stay, and we had like a big screen and had a little look and did some analysis, and we was watching the Larty fight, and he troubled him a little bit there.
Yeah.
And there's bits here and there where we feel we can, get some success. So it's just I've got the best man for the job in my corner. So I'm just really looking forward to the fight. And it'll be such an achievement when I beat him and silence all these critics, and I'll be happy for my newfound fans that have seen the light. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's just it should be good. Like plenty of eyes on this fight because it's not pay-per-view, so everyone can go and subscribe and watch it on BT. And BT is a massive broadcaster, so whoever wins will have the potential of being will be the number one of BT, number one heavyweight. So that's what I'm in it for. And
the broadcast title. If you get the broadcast title, then you get promoted upwards. Yeah.
And then world title challenge.
Do you think a world title is next if you win this fight?
I would imagine so, unless I have like an interim fight between now and then. But hopefully it'll be with a crowd for the world title, not behind closed doors, because that would suck. But I mean that this is what what life is, and it's like you can't have it. It's not always goes the way that you envisioned all the time, but I will get there in the end.
Are you going to knock him out?
Yeah, I don't plan on taking it to the 12th round.
Yeah.
If I see an opportunity, I will capitalize on it.
Brilliant. Yeah. That's brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Lovely. I'm going to let you go. I got to run myself. I'm going to run this out on TalkSport tomorrow night on the show.
All right.
And obviously use the words for a piece in the Telegraph as well. I'll probably put it on my YouTube. Yeah, you look really well. You seem very relaxed.
Yeah, I'm good. I've been just training hard behind the scenes and just picking up on my technique and sparring. I'm doing more rounds. I think I'm doing 8 rounds today, so I need to get ready soon.
Yeah.
But things are going well, and
Excellent.
I'm ready to put on a dominant performance on the 28th of November.
Brilliant, Joe. Can't wait to see you during fight week as well. Stay well, yeah?
Oh, yeah. So you'll be around, yeah?
I hope so.
I
I
hope
hope to get in the bubble and come to the fight. I mean, I think it's a big fight. It's a big fight.
All right, Gareth.
Yeah, lovely.
I'll
Appreciate your time as always. Thanks very much, Joe.
All right.
Cheers, bud.